Back at the shop Monday morning. I have got to roll out of here in the morning, going to Emerald Coast Cruise in Panama City Beach, Florida. I always MC that on the fall and spring shows, so it's coming up. So I've got to load up and head down that way. It's going to be a great weekend. We got Joe and Amanda from Iron Resurrection going to be there. I'm anxious. I've never have met them. I'm anxious to meet them. And then Confederate Railroad's going to be down there. I'm excited about that. I kind of know them guys. We've opened up for them a couple of times. And, you know, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Anyway, I'm leaving Mike here in charge. So I've got some honey-do lists while I'm gone. We'll see how he makes out by the end of the week. One thing I'm hoping is we've ordered the parts for this Saturn Sky, so hopefully we get back, this thing will be running and driving. $600 worth of parts coming for that. On the honey to-do list, if y'all watched the vet cart, we took it over to Bill Elliott's. Sorry about that video. We was gonna go over and have a big time and lay some drags and all that, but the vet cart didn't make it, but you can check out this video and see. This is on the agenda for this week to get this thing running. This is a little Geo tracker. They call it a Suzuki, but it's just a Geo. Little four-wheel drive. It's got a 5-speed in it. It's supposed to run. We're not sure. We're going to find out if it runs like we think it's going to, because it is beat up and rusted up. You can see all the rust on it. It is absolutely eat up with rust, beat up, bondoed up. I'm planning on doing a body swap with this little Geo, which is going to be pretty cool. I'll show you what we're going to put on it if it pans out. Right here, we're planning on putting, I've got two of these little Metropolitans right here, and this is nothing more than a body. And the wheelbase on this is 85, and I think the wheelbase on the tracker is 86 and a half. So it's got everything we need. It's beat up and dented up and all that. But I feel like that will bolt right on that little Geo tracker, and we'll have a little four-wheel drive Metropolitan. So we'll see how that works out. And on the honey-do list, you getting all this down, Mike?
I'm getting it down.
You sure?
Yep.
We got to have an engine for the vet cart, and we're trying to get that thing done now that they're going to have the LS Fest at Bowling Green again this year, and I'm going to try to get it ready for that. So we need a motor, and this is the idea. That is a 350 Vortec out of one of my garbage trucks. This is an Isuzu NPR, but it's the V8, and I understand that this motor will qualify with the LS. Like everything else, it was running when it was parked.
Yeah.
This thing was so rough on fuel hauling trash, we just couldn't afford it. So we parked it, was going to sell it, but like everything else, we never did. And it's got a brand new transmission, but I don't know how that big old tail thing is going to work. So I don't know if we're going to use a transmission or not, but that's a new transmission. So, Mike, you need to get that thing running.
Yep.
Get the motor out if it runs good.
Yeah.
You excited?
I put tires on the front of it so I can drive it up the shop.
That's his honey to-do list this week. That shouldn't be no big deal. I've got to get Johnny fixed up over there on the Richard Petty truck. I've got some stuff, parts come in that he's got to have while I'm gone, so let's go grab that. Back at the body shop bringing parts for Johnny. Looks like there's a fire or something going on over here. Y'all gonna try to primer this thing?
We're gonna try to. If I can ever get this door to quit waving back at me.
I thought you were gonna go get that other door.
I think I can get it straighter. I'm gonna see what it looks like. We done worked on it for hours.
Hey, what is that?
I just blew it off too.
That is black, not gray. Trust me. Man, I can't wait to get these wheels on it.
I think it looks good. That'll look sweet.
Beats what's on it. Got these center caps they sent me to go along with these wheels. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Woo! They just send you whatever. They just send you whatever they got. When we get back, Evan's big Dodge 12 valve will be painted white. See how that goes. Hopefully Johnny's keeping videos up on that. Pretty cool. I think he just pulled up. There he is. World famous Johnny.
Well, I can say we're going to have to build a bigger parking lot.
You got to paint faster. Yeah, you got to paint faster.
Paint faster. All right. Yep. Say move them on. Move them on.
I got all your parts here.
Oh, cool.
So get the petty truck done.
All right.
You excited?
Yeah. Clear up a spot.
There you go. How you like the wheels?
I like them.
They sent the wrong center caps. I got the new center caps reordered, sending the old ones back.
Yeah.
And I got the
Okay.
and I got your check out the headlights.
Yeah, now that's gonna look good. Yeah.
That's what you wanted?
Fancy.
All right. I'm leaving. I've got to go to Florida.
Oh no.
Can you handle it?
Well, we'll find out, I guess. Did we look at the grill yet?
That work? Yeah, feels a little like China, don't it?
Yeah. Looks to me like the honeycomb is thinner.
Well, but $49 or $43.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's thinner. Maybe that's good. Maybe air will feed it easier.
Yeah, keep that motor cool.
Hey, hardware. Good hardware and all.
All right, you good to go.
All right, we got to paint this part shiny though, right?
Right. Video coming soon. All right, I'm fixing to roll on out of here. Johnny, you good?
I'll be all right as soon as I can get Evan to leave.
On my way down to the car show, we're going to stop here at Treadwear and pick up some letters for the petty truck. How about that? That's going to be cool. Made out like a bandit at Treadwear. They give me this t-shirt. How about that? And I got my tire stickers. Goodyear. And here's the Eagle. That's going to look good on the petty truck. I can't wait to get up there and get them put on.
Johnny's mad at me.
Well, I had to fuss at him a little bit. Look what he did. He left that on this. You just pop it a little bit and it pops right off. Just like that right there. You do like that and it comes right off. That's got to have a grinder to get it off.
Am I fired?
No, you just need to learn.
Okay, okay. Johnny, how bad is it?
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Just a few of these little minor little imperfections here.
Now, he's been sanding for what, 2 hours now? He's got it looking good though. All right, Johnny's over here hiding from me. What's he doing? What is your secret? The secret recipe?
I had a cup full of gray primer left over. So I thought, well, I'll just add a little black paint. Urethane paint. It's the same stuff. It just doesn't have as much filler in it as primer does. So you can mix them. So I just mix a little black in with it, and we'll spray another coat of primer on the truck. And it'll help us see where our bad spots are.
You don't learn that at school, do you?
Depends on your instructor, I suppose, how old he is.
You learn. Okay, we've got the 12 valve ready to paint. And now I need a painting lesson from the professional, Johnny Acree.
All right, I'm gonna explain this like you don't know anything. We have the paint, the primer in the gun, and all our controls are set. Now the gun has two positions. Air only, or air with paint. The way you do that is sometimes you need to stop in the middle of a fender. But when you stop, that is stopped, and that area will get overloaded with primer and it'll probably run. More of a problem with paint than it is primer, but it's a habit that you get into. This is what it looks like.
Is there any certain distance you're staying from the truck?
They always say 6 to 8 inches, and I guess that's where I am.
Okay.
Basically, if not so dry, it's going to leave a texture to the paint.
Okay.
Also, this is where you're checking to make sure you have it reduced correctly.
All right, I'm gonna try not to mess up your good work. Good? I'm letting it go too early back here on my back section. I know that was way too far. Can I just do sections like this?
Yeah.
Let out that top.
Yeah, I was thinking there's a dry spot right there.
Johnny's been working on the Dodge again.
Oh, hey, Evan. Just finished up putting headlights in it.
Gosh, those look good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that looks good. How are they to put in?
Well, a little aggravating. You had to wire in the what do you call it? The halo.
Yeah.
That ring there.
Yeah, the halo.
Got to wire that thing in, and the little 3 little LEDs. They have to be wired in. No big deal. It's just something you have to do. Kind of scared me when we put it in because the headlight was all cattywampus. And finally we found this adjusting screw, and you just twist the adjusting screw, and that put it back in place.
That matches up pretty good.
Yeah, we got our gap right here. That was the other day. That was not right at all.
How many times have you taken the bumper off today?
3. Headlights off 4. Still got to paint a grill for it.
So you gonna put a different grill on it?
Yeah, this one. Remember, this one has these cracks and wrinkles and whatnot in it. So we're gonna paint another one.
All right.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
That's what you've got. Now, have you got it started already?
I got one primered over here. You know, it's not as good as the original, but it's not going to have any wrinkles in it, we hope.
Yeah, that looks good. Now, is this plastic? What did it look like when you got it?
Yeah, it was all plastic. I just shot a little primer on it just to smooth out some spots. And these places where they got these plastic pieces in the mold,
Yeah.
all that shows through on the surface if you don't put some primer on it and sand it smooth.
Really?
All that'll show. You'd think you could just paint over it, but no, it's got to be leveled out a little bit.
So did you just put primer on it, or is there Bondo on there as well?
No, there's just primer.
All right. So just primer, no Bondo.
But we got taillights now.
Ooh.
We have taillights now. I think it goes that way. So we got to make them match.
Yeah, this one's
Faded a little.
yeah, it was off a parts truck.
It'll be all right.
Starting to look like a truck again, ain't it?
We're running out of things to do.
That's a good problem to have.
We just found a rear bumper or something to go under there. And did he order a third light?
I don't know if he did or didn't. That might be something else we need.
That might be. It might be.
I see something else. What is that over there?
Fortunately, we have people helping us find things to do. We got a Crown Vic we got to paint sometime this week.
Now this is the 45,000 mile one that.
Yeah.
All right.
Dylan had
Yeah,
it.
Dylan.
Yeah, this is the Dylan 45,000 mile Crown Vic.
I think they're painting it white, right?
Yeah, we finally settled on white. This is another project we have that's keeping us occupied. We could get the owner to make up his mind what he wants to do. It'd be all right.
I know. It's a lot of work just to say shoot it. It's coming along pretty good though.
Yeah, it's all them details like them little wrinkles on the grill.
Yeah.
We can't leave the little wrinkles on the Bondo.
No, I can't either. It runs me up the wall. I know I'd paint it.
With white and get down low, you'd never see it.
Yeah. There's a little groove right here.
You would know it's there.
That's right.
And one day you may want to fix a spot like that. It's up here where you can see it. This way you'll know how to do it.
Yeah, Johnny says I'm learning a lot. Slowly but surely, ain't it?
Did you feel this one? Is it flat?
Uh-uh.
No, it's got a little hump in it.
You knew that before you asked, didn't you?
Well, I thought by the way it looked, it still had a hump.
Yeah, it's a little low. I think we got the roof pretty close. I got a question for you since you're teaching. What are all these humps on the hood?
Well, those are from the braces underneath, I think. Well, it's got the insulation on it, you can't feel it.
Is that gonna? Can you see that? Am I messing up by doing that? Is it gonna look like hail damage?
They still a little humpy to do's there.
Mm-hmm.
We may reprime the hood.
You think so?
We might. We
All
keep
right.
sanding it a little and see if you can still feel it.
All right.
But that's, it being on the hood, right out there in front of you. Yeah,
That's the first thing you see too. Yeah.
we may reprime the hood just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, what are you putting on this bumper? You have some kind of something fancy you were showing me.
It's just it's body filler for plastic.
Huh.
It sticks really well to plastic.
Mm-hmm.
And it flexes. It does. You can go ahead and where's that spot? There you go. Yeah. So you can put it on the back side, and it kind of reinforces it. Then you can just fill in the front and make it pretty, but all your strength's in the back.
Yeah. That looks good. So your next project, he hasn't heard this yet.
Uh-oh. New news?
Yep, we're gonna strip that hearse and we're gonna paint it, and make a truck out of it.
Here we are.
Oh, he's got it. Okay, tell us about your sleeves. Is that on an earlier video?
Yeah, this is the one that where the paint cup blew up, and all it did, it just caught the edge of my cuff there, and I just cut it off because it was stiff and rubbing my wrist. And this one was wetter up higher, so I just made it a summertime sweatshirt.
Well, the truck looks good. All right, I think that's a day of work. What do you think?
I believe we can go home and have supper and not feel bad.
I'm down here emceeing the Emerald Coast Cruise In, and I've got the backstage to everything. I'll show you something pretty cool nobody's got to see yet. You're gonna get the first look at this thing up close and personal. But anyway, Joe and Amanda from Iron Resurrection has custom built this pedal car that they're going to auction off during this show for a fundraiser. So I'm gonna show it to you. I've got it before anybody else sees it. Yeah, we get to see this before anybody else. If y'all been following this on the on Facebook, let's see if we can get down in here without anybody finding out. Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that. There it is. That's gonna be auctioned off. That is cool. Is that not? I ain't gonna get it out. I'll get in trouble. You got to see it first, though. I'm gonna tell you something. If y'all know Bill Carlton from Texas Metal, this guy right here, Bill is dry, as we say down south. He's dry, ain't he?
Yes, he is. He's a great guy too.
This guy had him laughing so bad he about fell off your golf cart, man.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Love this
Never
fella.
met anybody like me before. I'm from Kentucky originally, land of fast women and beautiful horses.
Just don't get them mixed up.
That's right.
That was funny.
Yeah,
Bill,
Bill's a good guy. He
He
called
is.
me a couple of times, and said he had a house down there. One of his buddies had a house down there, wants me to remodel so he could hang out with me.
That was so funny.
And I told him, he called me and said, "What about that egg?" And I said, "You mean lost his last year's Easter egg?" He said, "Yeah."
That was so funny. Bill's dry. He had him he about fell
And I
off the
told
golf
him, I
cart.
said, "I'm still looking. I was a single father, but I've been divorced for 50 years, I guess." And they said, "I'm still looking for that Miss Wright. You know who that is?" He said, "Who?" He said, I said, "In case you find me one, she's deaf and dumb, oversexed, and owns a liquor store." That's a perfect woman.
That's a perfect woman. We got to get back to work.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this young lady from Channel 7.
Dawn.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. You have fun?
I'm having a blast. It's so cool.
Let me get Rach up here.
All right, thank you, Harry. Yes, thank you guys for coming and joining us. We have got 2 bands going to be back by the bathhouses back here. They'll be playing. We've got Nancy with Salt Rock Revival. We also will have a tribute to Elvis show featuring the band itself, Mr. Todd Harradine. What an awesome performer he is. And you'll see a great show there. And then we've got Confederate Railroad coming up. We moved it up to 3 just to make sure for rain-wise and stuff on it. But anyway, I think we'll have a great day tomorrow. Thank Panama City Beach having us to help have this happen. And Stingray Chevrolet, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, our Van Apparel back here, everything. Thank you guys, all our sponsors for support. Let's have a fantastic weekend.
Let's check out some of these cars when I got a little time. In the Carolina mountains in 1949, Uncle Willie was driving a 41 Ford loaded down with shine. Brewed from a big old copper still and made from the finest corn. It'd been a family business long before he was born. And late at night you could hear his engine moan. They were thirsty down in Georgia, dry as a bone. He was hell on wheels when they loaded up to go. The devil himself wasn't fast enough to catch him on the lightning road. And he'd haul his shine to Georgia and up to Tennessee. Sometimes he'd run by the light of the moon to keep from being seen. And he'd made that run for 20 years and never had been caught. But the government wanted taxes paid on all that liquor bought. And late at night you could hear his engine moan. They were thirsty up in Tennessee, dry as a bone. He was hell on wheels when he loaded up to go. The devil himself wasn't fast enough to catch him on the lightning road. Running 90 down the winding stairs, he sailed across the glade. He saw the lights of Shooting Creek, he thought he had it made. But there was a roadblock up ahead, he was feeling a little wired. So he turned it off the overlook and a flaming ball of fire. Way up in the laurel thickets on a creek called Hurricane, an old man making moonshine there, nobody knows his name. When old Jack Frost comes calling and leaves are on the ground, you can see the hood of a 41 Ford, the revenue is never found. And late at night you could hear his engine moan. They were thirsty down in Georgia, dry as a bone. He was hell on wheels when he loaded up to go. The devil himself wasn't fast enough to catch him on the lightning road. And late at night you could hear his engine moan. They were thirsty up in Tennessee, dry as a bone. one-stop shop on a mountain road for shotgun shells, bait beer, and tobacco. The only gold in these here hills is a pretty little blonde with her own still down in Hellhole Hollow. Everybody knows everybody. Chances are your closest neighbor is your next of kin. Way up high where the moon shines bright on Great Mountain. The only place in this world I call my home. The higher you climb, the closer you get to heaven. Way up high where the moon shines bright on Great Mountain. The only traffic jam that you're gonna find is a big parade of four-wheel drives and tractors come harvest time. We love Hank Jr., ZZ Top, both George Jones and Kid Rock, and we ain't a bit afraid to turn it up. Ain't nobody hurting anybody, but if you come a-looking for trouble, it ain't hard to find. Way up high where the moon shines bright on Red Mountain. The only place in this world I call my home. The higher you climb, the closer you get to heaven. Way up high where the moon shines bright on Great Mountain. The higher you climb, the closer you get to heaven. Yeah, you do. Way up high where the moon shines bright on Great Mountain. When the moon shines bright, we all get high on Great Mountain. There's a one-stop shop on a mountain road for shotgun shells, big beer, and tobacco. Friday morning at the Emerald Coast Cruise Inn. I'm back in the green room. It's not green, but anyway, we got Confederate Railroad will be showing up here shortly. I'm excited about that. But look at this. I got all these O'Reilly Auto Parts gift cards that I'm giving away. I mean, they're anywhere from $25 to $500. So if you missed out on the Emerald Coast Cruise Inn, you're missing out on all these good prizes. I love giving other people stuff away. Make a lot of happy people out there.
I called Amanda and Joe yesterday, and I said, y'all need to come on down here. We're having a fun time down here. Everybody's asking about this pedal car. They got on the plane this morning, flew from Austin down here. They are arrived. We got Joe and Amanda here with us now, and we got this awesome pedal car. I mean, Joe has done a fantastic job on this car, and y'all gonna have to check it out. We'll have it at their booth back close to the merchandise. But anyway, I was gonna let Joe and Amanda say a little hi to you guys, and then they'll be up there. You can go see them and check out this pedal car. Joe, what an awesome job you did, man. Let's sit it up here on the stage. The paint job, the flames, I mean, this guy's an artist, a builder, and everything.
And that would be Confederate Railroad coming in here. Come on back. Nope, that's far enough. This is going to be a great day. I love the railroad. This is where all the fun's at. Who goes where, what, when. Set it up. tear it down.
Meanwhile, back at the shop, the car that Dylan saved from the junkyard, Adam has talked Johnny into painting.
Tried multiple ways of stripping this thing. Wow, been a headache. Finally went with the aircraft removal. First coat put on, you can see it's already starting to bubble up. Maybe this will speed up the process. Aircraft removal is working much better. Long ways to go. Update with the use of the aircraft remover. Moving right along. Got a couple of smaller spots going right now. See it bubbling up. I have to say this stuff works pretty well. It's definitely made this process a lot faster.
Right up here at the Emerald Coast Cruise Inn, I get to hang out with all the band. Danny Shirley's probably one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I got to open up for him 2 or 3 times. But anyway, this is sound check.
Check 1, 2. What do you need there, Jonathan? Check 1, 2. Saw your picture in the paper. That seemed very good.
Yeah, this is a long drawn out process, making sure you get everything tuned in just right. But y'all need to check out. If you don't know Confederate Railroad, bless your heart, I'm sorry.
What's happening, baby? I feel good to be out of the grave. It's been a long time.
Elvis and Andy, and you're finding Danny. We need to give these boys a big hand. These guys, they are absolutely fantastic people. They do a great show. They have been all over. Sony recording artists, Grammy nominated, all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's hear it for Confederate Railroad.
Appreciate y'all having us. Good to be back down here in Panama City. Before we leave, we have to do what the critics said was the worst song we ever recorded. They said it was totally tasteless. USA Today wrote an article about us. They said the song could only be performed or appreciated by people with a total lack of class. Did y'all want out? Bought 3 million copies of it. We win the Grammy Awards. There you go. Said I like women. Said I like women. Yeah.
This guy right here, man. Y'all know Dr. Hook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How long you play with Dr. Hook?
14 years.
14 years. We all
yeah.
know Dr. Hook, man. You're doing great. I love it. Got Joe and Amanda here. They're freaking out. All these rednecks.
We're Texas rednecks.
Yeah.
Texas rednecks.
Fit right in.
You like grits?
Well, we're not going to talk about that.
You still got time to get your tickets. Go right over here. He's got the sign up, make a 50-50. Go right over here, get your tickets before it's too late.
All right, we're headed home from the Emerald Coast Cruise In. About 8 hours home. We ain't got started good, but you just can't. I just can't drive by a flea market and not stop. I'm sorry. There's something here you just gotta have. Check this out. I already found. Look at that. Already found. Like brand new. Look at that. Wish they had 383 or 440 on it, or 426. That'd even be cooler, but nope. You never know what you're going to find at a flea market. I can't pass them by. This is awesome. This is actually the movie poster from Hell on Wheels. Y'all remember that? Marty Robbins. This is cool. Be hanging on the game room wall. All right, the fun is over. Back to the grind. It's cool up here in Georgia, but anyway, got some good news. The Vortec fired right up, runs good. Mike's over here changing the tire right now. We'll get this thing up shop and get the motor out of it. Maybe we'll get the vet cart going. Well, I've been gone all weekend. Left Thursday, back Sunday. Motor runs in the Isuzu. We got to get that up here and get it took out, but kind of wondering what's going on here. I definitely got some parts missing for some reason. Somebody's been doing something up here. Headlights, parking lights, headlights. We got to do some investigating. Somebody's been up here getting my stuff. And I guarantee it's one of my Cubs. We're at the body shop. Johnny's big smart car. Good morning, Johnny. If you can't get here on time, just show up whenever.
That's what I did.
Did you miss me?
Yes.
You liar. I'm missing some parts on a Crown Victoria over at my establishment. Do you know anything about that?
Got a list that long.
Where would all that stuff be at?
On my car.
On your car. We gotta go in here and see this. This is the way it goes. I'm gone 4 days.
Takeover.
This is actually the car that Dylan did the Will It Run video. And Adam bought this thing and now they're fixing it. Are y'all going back white or black? What color are you going on this?
White with it.
Well, that's gonna look so good. This thing, how many miles does this thing have on it?
45,000.
45,000 miles. That's unreal. Wow, y'all done skinned all the paint off of it. When y'all gonna try to paint it?
Right here in a few minutes.
Tom Dick's about to see some paint. Morning after.
I think it turned out pretty slick.
Now the fun part, you can take all the tape off.
Tape's off.
Really pleased with how this turned out. Still trying to decide on the wheels if I like those or if I want to go with the little small Ford Police Interceptor wheels. This thing's a hard to find.
Back at the main headquarters of Run Drip and Bubble Company. Suzuki's supposed to run. We fixing to fire it up. I want to hear it. Oh yeah, it runs good. Well, there's a little bit of progress. We got to check it out and see what we got to do. We got the Suzuki, we got it running, but the bottom radiator hose is off of it, so we're having to get it put back on. I don't know where it's at. Where's it at? There it is. Fixing to fill it full of antifreeze, cranking up, see the motor's all right, but I think the clutch is stuck because the pedal is super, super hard. But I think if I can get it cranked, get it running, maybe run it around the yard just a little bit, maybe it'll free that up. If not, we're going to have to put a slave cylinder, possibly a clutch We will know momentarily. Well, we got good news and we got bad news on the Suzuki. Good news is the little motor runs like a brand spanking new one. The bad news is this thing's in 5th gear and we ain't turning. So that tells me we're going to have to put a clutch, a pressure plate, and throw-out bearing in this little ride. Well, we got a problem too. That's not oil. Oh, it's pouring out of the floorboard there. Look at there. That's where it's coming from, the floorboard.
Right up, right.
Oh, it's just leaking out of the floorboard. It's okay. And Mike's working on the backhoe. We have an issue with the backhoe. This is the 2 most important vehicles of the Phillips Empire is the backhoe and the mud buggy. Back at the body shop with more stuff for the petty truck. They painted the Crown Vic yesterday. Well, that turned out nice. Look at that. Now this is the car that Dylan found with the almost going to the junkyard. The dog just peed on the wheel. We know how he feels about it. Look how happy he is.
It's like Christmas.
That box looks bad. I just hope the... How bad dented is it?
Metal.
Yeah!
I was wondering if it's going to be glass or metal.
Good morning.
Man, your car looks good.
Yeah, happy with it.
Yeah.
Turned out real good.
Well,
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
that's going to be nice, ain't it?
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to take the trailer hitch off.
You gotta have that. Hey. Yeah, it's gonna be in the way. Oh well.
It's going to make all the difference in the world, though, ain't it?
I guess there's a hitch that will fit it.
I don't know. That one won't.
That's a square hole there.
Yeah.
But we don't care about that.
No.
This is not a work.
No, this is...
It
This
used to be, but it's not anymore.
not anymore. Well, they got in here. I believe that's my bumper there, ain't it?
No, at the bottom.
Oh, did you have to buy them?
Yeah, you tore that enough. This is the old one smoke car.
Is it?
Yeah. Gets cracked down the middle right here.
He's got that new welding thing. Did he use that welding thing?
Fixed it up. Hopefully won't be able to tell us.
No, that looks good. Yep, that welding thing's cool. All right. Well, I guess I need to go back and get into bed. Y'all got it under control, don't you? Hey, we got another truck to paint. When you gonna go look at it?
I heard about it.
It's killer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's killer. It's a square body Chevrolet step side.
All right.
Oh, you look excited. Look at the gleam in his eye.
Yeah. How much rust is on it?
You said you wanted to retire. You're retired. We're getting too many cars over here at the body shop. We're gonna have to thin this place down just a little bit. Something's got to give. There's Evan. He's still working on that one.
Alright, we got the bumpers hung up. Last final pieces of the Crown Vic.
Well, we've been having trouble with the backhoe running out of fuel. We found this stick in it. We found, I don't know what that is, but that was in the tank. And that was in the tank. And this screen was stopped up, but we got it cleared. Now we got to put all that back together. I don't think I'm going to put that stuff back in it. You learn something new every day. So I go over and get my clutch. Here's clutch, pressure plate, throwout bearing, all the gizmos and gadget. And they inform me that's a big block. Well, it's definitely a Hemi, but does that look like a big block? Ain't like no big block I ever seen. I think I can see the air in the tire now, Johnny.
That's just smoke.
Is that what that is?
We're burning rubber here.
One down. Smear it all around. That's what he said, wasn't he?
That's what he said. First he said just...
All right, here we go.
About like that.
Yeah.
That's a good star in about the right spot.
But it's got the one, I thought I wanted one.
Looks good to me.
But it don't seal it.
It's all right. Back up here at the shop. We've run into some more stuff with the backhoe. Mike's about got it put back together. Fix that valve cover. Well, I'm glad to have that fixed. And we got the tank about back in it. We got the transmission out of the little Geo or Suzuki, whatever you want to call it. It don't matter to me, but you can hear that. So we're fixing to pull that off and see what kind of mess that's in. And like everything else, waiting on parts on the Sky. Do y'all have problems with parts coming in, wrong parts coming in, waiting on parts coming in? You know, it seems like it's getting worse and worse. Hurry up, wait. Hurry up, wait. Well, I thought I'd have this thing running today and all back in, but with all the other stuff going on, I do not. But I do have the clutch in it, so it's ready to go. All we got to do is bolt the transmission back up. And they're hollering at me at the body shop, so I got to scoot back over there and see what's going on with that. Well, we got the backhoe running. That's about all we've got fixed so far, but I guess that is progress. Well, this is what happens when Logan gets on the tractor. Got my poor old gray-haired daddy driving my tractor. Ah, you all right? Will it crank?
Gray-headed, I ain't gray-headed. Okay.
Back at the body shop and everybody's gone home, but anyway, Johnny wanted to know what I thought about these center caps. I'm going to ask your opinion. Tell me what you think. These are the center caps that come with the wheels, and they're huge, if you can see. Or the factory Dodge center cap, but we're going to paint them black Or do you think we need to leave them aluminum looking? Let me know in the comments which center caps you like the best. And if you want me to paint them black or leave them silver or put the ones that's actually the factory cut caps that come with the wheels. We're going to do the big reveal on this Dodge truck next week. All the parts are in on the Petty truck. If you hadn't followed that, you can. I got a playlist on the Dodge from the time we've got it to where it's at now, and then we'll be doing the big reveal next week. Evan's truck is about done, and it'll be out of here hopefully over the weekend or Monday or Tuesday. And the LTD or Crown Vic cop car that Dylan found with 45,000 miles has been painted. It's out of here. I have about done all I'm going to do. So I'm going to the house. I'm going to put my feet up, big old glass of iced tea, and I'm going to call it a day.
All right, we're ready to go. Tell me.
We're going to do the joint first, right?
Yeah.
You want to shoot up in there?
Do what?
You want me to shoot up in there?
Might as well. If it'll shoot, put her in there. How's that? That don't look too bad.
Right.
Well, we left the body shop Friday or Saturday evening. Come back here Monday, and Johnny, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, no. There's nothing to see here, no.
What did I do? Well, I learned to paint Saturday, if you can tell.
You just didn't learn when to stop.
Well guys, finally done. Got new headlights put in it, new grill, got all the bumpers put on it. Ready to get this thing on the road.
appreciate y'all tuning in to Phillips Run Drip and Bubble Company, and we will talk to y'all later. Thank you.